Hey, Heather Freeman here with the Painted Playground, and I teach women how to play with paint. And I do that because it is so much fun letting that inner artist out to play. And I just love sharing, that voice inside and through creativity. So I'm getting on live today, and I am painting, and I do a lot of painted power paintings and inspirational paintings. And today I'm doing something a little bit different. I've been inspired by Alicia Keys. She's one of my all-time favorite girl empowerment women. And so she loves to sing heartfelt songs. She just has a recent one come out this week. If you didn't catch it, I posted it earlier. And going out to the people that are working really hard right now. And she's just one of those amazing people that really speaks from her heart and creates music and lyrics. She's got an amazing vocal range. She can play the piano like nobody I know. And one of my favorite songs of hers is Girl on Fire. And so do you love girl power music? Let me know. What's your favorite song? So I'm going to show you how I do a painted power canvas today using her song as inspiration. And so this is going to be a little something fun sharing with you today, just to remind you that no matter what else you have going on. Where's my black? Let me find my black. Hold on. Pause. Hit pause. I gotta find my black so I can do my outline. Things are all over the place right now, so please don't judge my state of affairs on my desk. So right now I just want to remind you to remember to, no matter what else is going on, is to paint what inspires you, to create what inspires you, and to take action with that. Let's see. So I think I was playing around with some different designs in my sketchbook, and I'm just going to go with it. So let's see what happens here. I think I'm going to go like this. Come on up here. And I'm not too worried about this first line because I'm going to come back over with some more paint. This is just going to get me started. Kind of outlining Girl on Fire. I got to put some fire. I'm going to make this into some flames. And Alicia really sings from her heart. I'm going to put a nice big old heart in here. So don't, this might not come out perfect, but that's okay. We're just jumping in and having some fun and leading from inspiration. So I'm wondering, is there something that you've been inspired to paint? I think I'm going to go with like a red in here. Is there something that you would love to paint? Let me know in the comments. Got a little bit of red in there, but that's okay. Love finger painting. Feel free, if finger painting is not something you would like to do, or if you just would rather not have the paint right on your fingers, because you do need to check with what kind of paint you're using. You could always wear a glove if you wanted to. I really love the feel of the paint on my fingers, so I enjoy getting in there, but you could always use a paintbrush. Doesn't have to be with your fingers. I'm going to need some more red. So let's just keep this going, and I've got a fun technique I want to show you with getting the color to move around. So don't let me forget. I'm going to try that in the inside here. If I get to that and I skip over it, remind me. We'll go back in. So I'm just going to keep on painting this in red. So yeah, Alicia Keys, I just heard a new song from her. I think it was Monday. Another beautiful, heartfelt song from Alicia Keys. She's got some amazing pieces out there, and I love watching her perform. Super inspiring woman. And I think I just saw, I gotta look again, but I think she just came out with a new book. Did I write down the name of the More Myself? She's really inspiring person in terms of like I said, just doing some really heartfelt songs and things that are really meaningful to her and empowering. And she has a new book out called More Myself, which I'm really interested to see. Has anyone heard of that one yet? I think it's like brand new, like last week released. So, all right, I've got my heart in. And I've smushed it up into the black, which gives it a fun look. But if you didn't want that, you could always wait until that black line dried. But I love it because it definitely gives it a depth of color there. And we can always see how this transforms. If I decide I don't like that look, I can always come back in with some more red to lighten it back up. So far, I like that. So let's add, I was thinking of doing some orange. What do you think, a bright orange or more of a muted, kind of creamy orange? What's your vote? Let me know what you think. I'm going to play around with, maybe we'll mix the two. See what we get. Oh, that's pretty fun. So I'm just dipping. Oh, that's really fun. So I'm just dipping into both colors, one at a time, and then just doing a little blending right on the canvas. It's fun. You don't always have to mix your colors in the paint palette. It's super fun to do it right on the canvas sometimes. And when you're working on a bigger area like this, it's easier for sure to be able to do that, to play like that. So tell me, have you worked on a bigger canvas? This is definitely bigger than what I normally use, and I've kind of been sticking to paper recently because I realized my stash of canvases is getting low, and so I need to order some more. And right now, it's tough to get to the store. I'm not getting to the store. And so is that something that you like to do? Do you like to paint big or do you like to paint small? Let me know. So I don't want that black in there that much, so I am just, if I stayed right there and played with it more, it would just get more black, and that black would just smudge more and get more into my orange. And I don't want that for right now, so I'm gonna just move to another area. It can be easy to get sucked in and try to fix. But it's really good to just step back and to be able to see. Oh, hey, Nancy. Nancy's watching, Mom. Tiffany says, I love finger painting. It's my favorite. Oh my gosh, I know. Do you have something that you really like to paint when you're doing finger painting? Do you like to paint big, Tiffany, or kind of what do you like to paint when you're finger painting? I'd love to know. Yeah, it's really, oops, I got a lot of black on that one. So and another thing I can do is when you're quick and you're working with acrylics, you don't always have to deal with what you put down. If you're quick, you can come on in and just pick that right up. So that's what I'm going to do. Sometimes I just leave it. Other times I go in and take it out. It's still not dry. So yeah, just painting from inspiration today. It's so important when you have that inspiration, when you see something that you love and you want to do something with it, it's really important to take action. Because the longer we sit on it, the more likely it is that, it gets on our to-do list, but it gets put lower and lower on that to-do list. Oh, you love to do florals. Yeah. And for big, smooth backgrounds. So I'm thinking of doing a something floral for Mother's Day. Let me know if you would be interested in doing something floral. Mother's Day is around the corner and flowers are super fun for moms. I was thinking we could do, I could do a virtual paint party, and I could teach you how to paint some big, beautiful flowers. So let me know if that's if that sounds interesting to you. That would be something you'd like. So I'm just coming back in, making my way around this heart, giving it some fire. Some fire. Alicia Key is all about using that inner girl power fire. Just playing, smushing, paint around. Super fun. Kind of staying away from those borders because they're still a little wet. Letting them dry a little bit more. See, I keep getting in there, but that's all right. Just keep moving, keep painting different areas. There's plenty of canvas to cover here. And I'm just playing with the paint. So dipping in, I've got like a lighter orange and a creamier orange. Just playing with those two. Love it. That was my plan as well for this year. All right. So I said I wanted to show you something in here. Let's do that. See, I keep playing with that, and then that. Let me just get over here just a little bit more. Get black on my finger. All right. So, got a fun technique. Let's see, I might have put this down a little thick. So we'll see if it works. Might need to add some water. So rubbing alcohol, I'm going to just spritz a little bit on, and it's going to kind of bubble up. So I think I'm going to add a little bit of water first, because it does work better with it moves around more when your paint is a little bit thinned out. So let's just see what happens. If it works, great. If it doesn't, try something different. Oh yeah. So it definitely made it move. Let's see if I can show you that. Can you see that? Yeah, super fun. If you put too much on, it'll kind of bleed into the next area. It starts to get really fun once you start layering some colors on there. So I think I'll let that dry, and then I'll come back in with another layer. And see what happens when I add another layer in. All right. So, and then I was just playing around with this part, the background here. I'm going to grab another foam brush. Looks like all my baby ones are gone, but we'll try it with this one. And this one I do want to mix up the paint just a little bit. I want more of a greeny blue, so I'm playing around with darker blue and a lighter green. Let's see what we get here. Nice. And then that gives it a nice green blue. A little dark. I think I'm going to add some white. So yeah, just playing around. I was inspired listening to Alicia Keys. She is on my playlist. So I listen to her often. And that song inspired me to create a canvas. So that's what I'm doing today. So thanks for joining me. And let me know, do you get inspired by the music you listen to? Oh, that's cool. All right, so I'm going to actually switch over to this paintbrush. Just gives me a little bit more room to smush around. Top here, how's that? I like that green. Okay, we're going places here. I'm gonna need more paint for sure. Yeah, and if there's a song that inspires you, maybe it's girl power music, maybe it's something else. Courtney, was that alcohol? Yeah, yep, straight up alcohol. 70%. I know many people might not be willing to use that right now, but it's super fun to play with on the canvas. And just adding some texture. It's a great way to add some texture. Gotta mix this up a little bit more here. Yeah, have you ever tried that? The rubbing alcohol. All right, let's see if I've made enough paint to get me all the way around. Sometimes I didn't quite mix it all the way up, and that's okay. I'm just going to keep blending it and getting it on the canvas. As I paint it on, it'll blend in. So yeah, Alicia Keys, she's one of my favorites. I can always count on her if I need a little pick-me-up and encouragement. She's one of my go-to girls. All right. going to come around the edges and can really double back on myself. Do one layer, and then sometimes I notice it doesn't quite get the coverage I want, so I'll come back in and do another coat. You know, depending on what paint you're using, the type of paint. Sometimes the craftier paints, they don't have as strong of a pigment, and so when you lay down a color, you might have to lay down a couple of layers to get the color richness that you're desiring. Up here I can tell I'm gonna need another coat. So yeah, it's just so important to make time for those things that inspire you and to take action to create those things that inspire you. I've done it myself. I've been in a moment where I'm thinking, oh, that would be so awesome to paint, or that makes me think of whatever, and I would love to paint that and get that onto a canvas. And then the time passes and I don't get to the studio or whatever, and so I've been there. I get it. I know how that happens. So it's just so important to, when you feel that inspiration, is to go with it. You know, my daughter, the other afternoon, she's like, okay, let's go running. And in that moment, I knew we needed to go. We needed to get up and go. She was feeling inspired to get out for a run. And that inspiration was going to pass if I didn't get my booty out the door with her. So. All right. Come back in. So Girl on Fire. This Alicia Keys with her heartfelt songs just made me think of a heart. How to get that fire in there. Okay, so let's do this. Let's get another black outline. So next I was thinking of adding some more details up in here. So I'm thinking I'll come back later this week to finish this up. For sure, if you want to see the end result, make sure you can get on my email list, and I'll send out the whole deal. And then keep painting that. Keep working with that. I was thinking of adding some, I don't know, maybe some feathers. And then, yeah, if you're interested in a virtual paint party for painting some flowers, be on the lookout for that. Looked like there was some interest for that, so put something together. Celebrate Mother's Day. All the amazing moms out there. All right, so this is what I have so far. I'm gonna keep working on it, keep adding some details. And yeah, we'll see you next time at the canvas. Let's see if I can get in a shot. All right, you guys have a great day. We'll see you next time. All right, bye for now.